看了。
按吧。你的手机的 chat 呢？Good afternoon, Robert. Not getting the video feed. Can you guys see the screen? Hey, Eric, I can't see the screen pretty. I think I see the screen right now.
Let's wait 1 or 2 more minutes, then we can start.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna wait 1 or 2 more minutes just to see if anyone else joins, and then we can get started. Not too many people.
Yeah.
Ah, 13.
I think I might know the reason.
Why? It's work, off work.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Hi, Jesse. Welcome. Okay, just gonna wait one more minute. Hello. All right, cool. I'm gonna get started.
Yeah.
Should I get started? Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Jay, and I am a trader, and I also do research here at Pionex. Thank you guys for joining this afternoon. Hope everyone's had a nice day so far. So basically, just a quick summary of what we will go over today. First things first, we're gonna go over how to basically stack more Bitcoin with the trading bot that we're gonna be going over. And then the next thing is that we actually have a event going on right now on the Pionex.us website. So if you open a Bitcoin Ethereum trading bot within, I think, the next 2-3 weeks, you will basically automatically have a chance to earn 1 Bitcoin. We're gonna just basically choose the winner randomly from whoever has opened the bot. So if you guys want a chance to win that Bitcoin, you guys can head over and register and stuff like that after the stream. And then last thing, I'm just gonna go over some quick market trends and market research and answer whatever questions that you guys have for me or the platform as well. So yeah, that's about it. So let me get started. Cool. So just a quick introduction about Pionex. So we are a global trading exchange and we offer free trading bots. So we offer one of the lowest trading fees in the United States right now. Our Ethereum trading fee is 0.05%, which I think is the lowest in the United States, and 0.1% on all other crypto pairs. So we're actually based in Princeton, New Jersey. That's where we are right now. And we are fully licensed and compliant with all federal state laws in 40 states. So not 36 anymore. We're regulated in 40 states. I think we just got Las Vegas, Nevada, and Minnesota and Connecticut or something like that. So most likely you're in one of the states that we are allowed to trade in. All right. If you guys have any questions about Pionex, you can just put it in the chat and I will get to them. So the thing everyone is here for. So basically, you want to know how to make more Bitcoin. So me, myself, I'm more of a Bitcoin maxi, right? And I want to be growing the amount of Bitcoin I have in the bear market. So when the bull market comes, I'll be sitting nice and pretty with a big stack of Bitcoin. So here is basically the Ethereum Bitcoin grid trading bot that we will be going over today. As you can see on the left side, this is one of our clients' bots. It has been open for 35 days. His initial investment was 0.5 Bitcoins and it returned 0.15 Bitcoins in profit in just the last 35 days. So and on the right side, as you can see, this is one of our more long-term customers. He's been with us for a long time. So this Ethereum Bitcoin trading bot has been open for over 2 years. So his initial investment was 2 Bitcoins. And over those 2 years, the bot was able to return him 2.8 Bitcoins in profit. So now he has 4.8 Bitcoins. He almost tripled his initial investment. So next, I'm going to be going over how the Ethereum Bitcoin trading pair works and how the grid bot performs in general. So before using the strategy, a key part of making this work is knowing the Ethereum Bitcoin trading pair. So for those of you who don't know about the Ethereum Bitcoin trading pair, all it really means is that what is the price of Ethereum compared to Bitcoin? So if you look at the screen right up here, on the right hand side, it says 0.067623. So all that means is that you can use 1 Ethereum to buy 0.06, whatever the rest of the decimals are, Bitcoins, right? So that's all it means. It's just a ratio of the price between Ethereum and Bitcoin. So when this price goes up, so when this 0.067 it starts moving up, it means that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, right? But if this price ratio is going down, it means Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum. So that's basically all that means. That's basically what this trading pair is. So for this trading strategy to work, we need Ethereum to either go sideways or for Ethereum, for the Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio to be in a steady uptrend. And as you can see, in the last 3 years, this trading pair has been in a steady uptrend. And even before that, it was trading basically inside of long trading ranges for over a year. So basically, before you start, you want Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin, right? And that's a scenario you're going to be earning Bitcoin from this bot. The worst case scenario is if the bot keeps on buying Ethereum with your Bitcoin. That is, if Ethereum is underperforming Bitcoin. So the price of Ethereum is going down. So I'm just going to quickly hop over to our platform and show you how basically this works. So if you guys don't know what a grid trading bot is, it's basically a bot. It's basically the main product of our platform. Basically a trading bot buys low and sells high for you over and over again. So a quick and easy example to understand is let's just look at this Ethereum USD pair, right? So when the price of Ethereum goes up, so all these green and red lines, they're buy and sell orders. The green lines are buy orders and the red lines are sell orders, right? So when the price of Ethereum was pumping up, our bot is selling for you as prices go up, and as prices come down, when every little dip, the bot is buying Ethereum for you. So it just does this over and over again. So it sells on the way up and then it buys on the way down. Sells on the way up, buys on the way down. So it just repeats this for you and keeps replacing your buy and sell orders. All right. So if you want to, let's quick look at some of my open grid bots, right? So these are some of our test grid bots. So obviously the best performing one is the Ethereum USD trading bot. So this trading bot is up 50% and I had it open for only 60 days. So obviously it's been performing pretty well. And then the Bitcoin USD bot, this one's up almost 8%, and this one has been open for 65 days. So these are some of our test bots. So if you guys want to know more about it, we can also go over those more in depth if you would like. But let's go back into how to create the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. So all you have to do for the Ethereum Bitcoin pair is come over here. On the drop down, just select Ethereum Bitcoin, and this chart will populate, right? And after this chart is populated, you can see that the Ethereum Bitcoin pair have basically been trading within a range for the last year. And if you want to create a bot, and if you want to enter the contest to win 1 Bitcoin, all you have to do is on the beginner, put in the amount that you want to invest and press create. And that's it. Then that's how easy it is to create one of these Ethereum Bitcoin bots. And this one is using our AI strategy, which is basically setting the parameters for you. So you don't have to set it yourself. But of course, if you're more advanced, you can go to Pro. You can create your own grid trading bot and use manual settings and enter whatever parameters that you want. So for our AI settings, it actually gives you the choice between 7 days, 30 days, or 180 days. So obviously, if you want to do 7 days, it's more of a short look back period. So the AI is looking back 7 days to see how this pair has performed and giving you recommending you parameters to choose. And if you choose the 30-day look back period, obviously it's looking back 30 days and giving you a more long-term look. And the one I usually use is 180 days because I like to keep my bots open for a long period of time. And the 180 days looks back at the performance of the trading pair in the past 180 days and makes suggestions based off of that data. So to enter the contest, you actually have to use the AI bot, AI selection. So make sure to do that if you're interested in the competition. Oops. So basically, this is the strategy, right? This is the strategy that we just went over. The Ethereum Bitcoin trading pair plus our grid trading bot is what our customers use to make these profits. And as you can see, extra 30% in Bitcoins in the last 35 days is a very profitable trade. Like I would take this type of profit any day. Of course, just because you're making profits in Bitcoin doesn't mean you're making USD profits, but because I want to make more Bitcoin and that is my end goal. So this is the type of bot I would use. If you want to make USD, you're better off using a Bitcoin USD bot or a Ethereum USD bot like the one I showed you before. Yeah. So do you guys have any questions? Any questions about general markets or any questions about the trading bots? You guys can put them in the chat right now and I will answer them one by one. The minimum bot investment. So the minimum bot investment, we can go take a look at that right now. It depends on which bot you're using, right? So if you are using the Ethereum Bitcoin bot, let's see, the minimum required is 0.0092 Bitcoin. So that's around $40, I believe. 0.00092 Bitcoins. And Bitcoin right now is around 24. Let's just say 24,000. So actually $22 for minimum investment in the Ethereum Bitcoin bot. Are we allowed to claim profits while the bots are running? Yes, you are allowed to claim profits while the bot is running, as long as the profits are locked in. So there's unrealized profit and realized profit. So unrealized just means that you have the coin and the coin went up in value, and they didn't sell it yet, so it's not locked in, right? So for example, in my Ethereum bot, I can release. So you can come over here and press release profit, and then press release profit, right? And then you can release the profits that this bot has locked in already. So yes, you can definitely do that. I have trading bots that were doing good until Bitcoin and Ethereum went down. I have the same bots. So what is the recommendation? So the trading bot, so the Bitcoin and Ethereum trading bot, it's not magic, right? So let's just take a look at the Ethereum USD pair. So let's say you started a bot at $5,000 or $4,000 on Ethereum, and the Ethereum obviously right now is only 1,800. The bot will only minimize your losses. So basically, as prices come down, the bot will keep buying lower and lower, basically averaging your cost down. But obviously, the bot is not going to tell you, oh, 5,000 is the top for Ethereum. So you still have to pick your entries and be very cautious about when you're entering to make sure you're not entering at the top. But for me, it depends on what parameters you have set, right? So if the bot is still within your trading range, then I would just let it run at this point, because I'm assuming you opened it when prices were really high. So I would just keep that open. What I do is I like to average my bots down. So as prices are falling, I will open new bots with a new range. So my cost basis is lower. So this strategy basically works well, but Ethereum basically have to outperform Bitcoin for it to be for the optimal conditions, right? So if we're looking at the chart over the past 3 years, Ethereum has been gradually moving up versus Bitcoin. This is the Ethereum Bitcoin trading pair. So if you started one right here, if you started a bot back in 2019, ended it here, you would be up, I think, around like 100 to 200% in Bitcoin profits. So, that is the best case scenario. But right now, when Ethereum is super expensive already and up here, right? If you look at the ratio, it's at 0.8, and the previous top was 0.087. So I probably wouldn't open a bot right now. I would probably open it as Ethereum underperforms and Bitcoin outperforms. So when prices start coming down, maybe to the mid level, maybe to the mid area of this trading range, then that's where I would open one. Because if you open one too high, then all it's going to be doing is it's going to be selling your Bitcoin and buying Ethereum. And obviously, people, you guys are here to earn profits in Bitcoin, right? Obviously, if you want to earn profits in Ethereum, you could do a Bitcoin Ethereum trading pair. It's just the opposite of the Ethereum Bitcoin trading pair. So for me personally, I see this as a top of the trading range, right? So we still have a little bit more to go, but I would want to open a Ethereum Bitcoin trading bot when the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio pulls back, right, to around this area. So that's where I would start opening one again. And this is also a very good idea to keep in mind, because with the Ethereum merge coming up, where Ethereum is going to move to proof of stake from a proof of work, that is a very bullish catalyst for Ethereum. A lot of people are saying that it's priced in, but a lot of people also don't understand that before, in proof of work, there was a lot of inflation in Ethereum because miners were mining and they were rewarded in Ethereum. But after we move to proof of work, that emission will be cut by 90%, right? So that's almost a deflationary pressure on top of Ethereum. So with the less production in Ethereum and more people locking up their Ethereum in staking pools, there should be upward pressure driving Ethereum price up, which will obviously help the Ethereum Bitcoin trading bot. So that is the optimal case, and that's some bullish scenarios for Ethereum coming up in the next month. And the merge is set to complete around September 18th, something like that. So right around 30 days. So if you guys have any questions for me, you guys can just throw it in the chat and I will be happy to answer them. And if you guys want details of the activity, you just go to the homepage of Pionex and then come down to here, click on the activity. So win one Bitcoin with the Bitcoin miner bot. Oh yeah, well, we put it in the chat if you want to read the rules, whatever. But yeah, we'll select one user to win one Bitcoin, and then 5 users will get a tenth of a Bitcoin. And, 30 users will get something small. Yep, reduced Bitcoin dominance equals higher ETH prices, and that is what we're expecting, right? Because Bitcoin, we do believe in Bitcoin. We love Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the original cryptocurrency and the most secure. But as more crypto come up, as more cryptos appear, Bitcoin will probably lose dominance, but we still want to be stacking Bitcoin. So of course you can use different altcoins as the pair for the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. For example, instead of Ethereum Bitcoin, you could use Solana Bitcoin, right? But that's more risky because Ethereum is, Ethereum isn't going to go to zero because Ethereum is obviously the second most popular cryptocurrency, but Solana or some other coin could have bad news, could get hacked, and it could drop, right? And in that case, you're going to be selling your hard-earned Bitcoin for some altcoin, which is probably what we wouldn't want. So you could definitely take more positions now on Ethereum, but So that is a risk, right? Because as I showed before, we are kind of, let me get to the chart again. We are kind of at the upper resistance for the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. Like previously we got up here, right? And then we just dropped. And then we dropped really low. And now we're finally reclaiming the support. So of course you can start one now, right? Before, because Ethereum dipped a little bit, and before the merge, there could definitely be a run up. So one you can definitely start one now, but just beware of the risks. Okay, cool.
Maybe you go over your weekly research real quick.
Oh, sure. So we also over here at Pionex, we also post weekly research. If you guys need guidance on markets, technical analysis, or just suggestions for trading bots and things like that in general, we'll post a link in the chat if you guys want to read that. It's free, but we do get a little technical in there with some macro stuff, so it might be a little harder to understand for beginners. But we have a recommendation section, which is very clear cut. Just we recommend to open, what bot with what kind of settings and things like that. So, this is what we posted last week. We also do analysis on the stock market, because the stock market is basically driving crypto right now. Yeah, biggest risk is holding the bag. So last week we predicted basically the market would make a fifth wave up to complete its 5 waves. So it's made 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And obviously, if you guys look at the market, it shows that it basically, let me show you. It basically completed what we exactly expected. So right over here, we predicted that after the 4th wave, we would have a 5 wave up, and then that's what we got this week. Is there an indicator to show what the majority of grid users are doing? No, we don't have something like that. So we are working on something like that on the global site, not the US site. There is a copy trade feature. So like if popular influencers or people who make a lot of profits, they do post their bots, and then you can see what they're trading and what kind of scenario that they're using. We don't have that on the US platform as of now, but on the global side, that is an option if you guys aren't located in the US. Or you can just follow the research, because we also give pretty good recommendations for the grid trading bot. So yeah, so basically for Ethereum and the market in general, we are expecting a pullback, because the SPY is at a heavy resistance from basically all the way from starting last year. And because we are at the upper channel, we are expecting the SPY to pull back into around, 400 or 382. So due to that, Ethereum and Bitcoin also the price might take a hit, because there's a high correlation between the crypto assets and the traditional equities market right now. So Bitcoin could actually move into 2,200 or 20,000 again. And of course, if you guys have any more questions, you guys can book one-on-one coaching calls with some of our staff. If you guys want to talk to me or reach out to me as well, be sure to just book a call, and whatever questions you guys have or advice you need, we can chat about it. We can talk, and yeah. You guys, is there any okay, yeah, we are definitely working on that, moving the feature over so you guys can copy trades from influencers or people that make money, and you guys just want to use his strategies and things like that. So that will be an option in the future, and we are working hard to make that happen. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you guys for joining our live stream. I'll just stay here for a little bit longer. If you guys have any questions, just post in the chat. If not, have a nice rest of your day. Hope you guys learned something. And if you have questions, hit me up or click on the link to get on a one-on-one call. Yeah, no problem, guys. No problem. Cool. We'll just stay here for a minute, I guess, and then
Okay.
chill out.
I can see the microphone.
Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, no problem. Stony. Trend it. And Eric, if you have issues with the migration, you can probably just get on a contact support, or you can also hop on the one-on-one call as well. And the links in the chat. Okay, cool. You guys have a nice rest of your day. And peace.